Going on to you, Cancer. So for you, Cancer crabs, you have the Four of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Cups here. So immediately what comes to my mind is how some people who are wasting your time or were wasting your time, probably still are really hurt off the fact that you Cancers aren't in their life anymore. And with good reason, right? Because when it comes to you Cancer crabs, a lot of you are learning why you should walk away from personal growth. And I've talked about this, I think I've talked about this with Leo and one other zodiac sign. Um, I don't think I've actually talked about this because this was an epiphany that pretty much I came to a few days ago. I don't think I talked about this to other zodiac signs other than the other two. But how you grow partially is from exhaustion. And a lot of times people will be like, well, what are you talking about? Well, the exhaustion comes from you Cancer crabs giving someone good advice or trying to do right by someone and they're not doing right by you. And why that's an important thing in the first place is because when you do it enough times, you Cancer crabs understand to stop giving your energy to people who don't really, okay, you realize to stop giving your energy to people who don't really take it seriously. So as a result, right, as a result of this, you learn to stop doing that. You Cancer crabs usually don't do that, but with this person, they're different in the fact that you like them. And that's why it is that you wanted to give them another chance. But you realize that, like I said before, that wasn't a good move, and now y'all walked away. I actually would like to see you Cancer crabs walk away, because even though you are walking away, you're still ruminating about it. I would like to see you Cancer crabs not even ruminate about it anymore, because we all know that you Cancer crabs are great people. We know this. When your mind and your heart are together, right, in agreement, we all know that y'all are great people. It's like you don't need to continue to ruminate for the, you know what I'm saying, on this person. You don't need to do that anymore, because all that's going to do is going to get you upset eventually. Okay? We know that you know how to defend yourself. You know, Cancer crabs represents the fighting spirit. If you didn't know that. But now you do. It represents the fighting spirit, right? Survival, right? The ability to perform and to do things that you never saw yourself doing when the pressure is on. When the pressure is on and you have to defend yourself, that's what Cancer crabs represent. So we know that y'all know how to defend yourselves. We know that you Cancer crabs know, you know what I'm saying, how to walk away. But now I don't want you Cancer crabs to continue to ruminate on this person over and over and over and over and over again. To even think about them. And when you do think about them, honestly, I want you Cancer crabs to think about them like this, from a perspective of like, you don't get emotional as far as like emotional one way or the other. You just think about it and you allow it to ultimately snap. You think about it and you allow it to ultimately pass, but you don't actually take it personally one way or the other. And that's essentially what it is that you're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to get so caught up with it to the point where you start getting upset. You're supposed to accept it for what it is and be like, oh, okay, it is what it is, and really accept it for what it is on top of that. Now, the reason why it is, and I'm saying all that, is because the Star card and the Seven of Cups, these two cards, you've moved on, getting to know other people, and you have some people that do like the way that you're talking to them. that do want to get to know you. So just concentrate on them. You ain't got to concentrate on someone from the past that you don't even talk to anymore, you don't even rock with anymore. You ain't got to worry about all that. You don't. That's ancient history. You know what I'm saying? That's ancient history. That's history that's past. Ancient, that's ancient history. And the thing about it is that for a lot of you, you have this person right here who, you know, has options themselves, but is talking to you, trying to give you cancers a chance. So the best thing that you cancers can do is to talk to them and see what type of time they're on. No harm, no foul. The Empress represents, and the next thing for you cancers to do is to not get so caught up with like the things that upset you, and allow that to get you emotional. You know, because I get it. You know, one of my uncles is a Cancer crab. I get it. You know, y'all, when y'all get emotional, a lot of times people think that y'all are crying because y'all are weak, and y'all are crying because y'all are upset. Y'all are angry. And you know, and I'm not saying that Cancer crabs always cry, but I'm saying that when you Cancer crabs don't know how to control your emotions, for the ones of you who don't know, tears can come down your eyes even though when y'all are upset. And what I'm trying to teach you, Cancer crabs, is to not be so emotional, in the sense that it's used against you, right? Don't overthink about certain things, because when you do that, you'll start to get very emotional about it, right? Because it becomes stagnation after a while. When you thinking about it, it does get you upset, because it's like your thoughts can't move on. You can't filter anything else other than this person. You understand what I'm saying? And what makes it worse when it comes to relationships is the fact that when a person is not giving you any kind of clear decision, right? A clear decision, it can be confusing. So you're thinking about the confusion or something that doesn't make sense. So it's like you trying to figure out in your head this puzzle that won't let you stop thinking about it, because you constantly trying to figure out one way or the other if this person likes you, if they don't. And the point that you get, the reason why you get the Empress, is because this is another indication that you Cancers shouldn't even be wasting your time with this. It's saying don't be so caught up with whether or not this person likes you, or if they liked you, or if this new person that you're getting to know likes you, or whatever. You Cancer crabs are supposed to be on a level by now where, and it's my fault, right? I'll take full responsibility for that. Maybe I may have to put y'all on more game, but don't be so caught up with the day-to-day. And what I mean by that is, you Cancer crabs, y'all got to get to a point. I'm turning this into a teachable moment. What you Cancer crabs got to do, from my suggestion, right? My humble suggestion is, you Cancer crabs got to get to a point where y'all stop caring about trying to get people's numbers, or if they like you or if they don't. Because what happens is you're going to have some people who are going to take advantage of that. So what you Cancers got to do is, y'all got to take care of yourselves and work out the drama and the trauma with here and here, your mind and your heart, your whole being. That way, when you step to somebody, you don't really care too much if they tell you no, or if they give you a hard time. If you start to feel like they're getting you upset, then you'll just leave them alone most of the times, right? Of course, no one's perfect, but generally you'll leave them alone, okay? You'll leave them alone, because what happens here is that the situation for you is that what happens here is that this is why we end up taking rejection so hard. We end up taking rejection very hard because we don't understand our own value. And we want to be in relationships so bad to the point where when someone rejects us and says no, whatever the case may be, we can overlook at that and ruminate on that and be like, okay, well, where exactly did we go wrong? You understand? So you cancers already have the right idea when it comes to leaving someone alone that you already are approaching and you talking to. Y'all already have the right idea when you're like, you know what, you're just gonna bounce. You're not gonna force the situation. You're not gonna have somebody caught up. You're not gonna, try to catch yourself trying to convince the other person. If the other person doesn't have the integrity to sit back and view and pay attention to the value that you cancers are bringing to the table in the first place, then it is what it is, right? You're not going to try to get someone to see things your way or whatnot. So the situation is that the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Cups is about how you, cancers, you have to learn to appreciate yourselves a little bit more. Y'all have to start raising the bar and appreciate yourselves more and stop over appreciating other people, putting them up on this pedestal. Because a lot of what it is that you cancers have to offer is great. When y'all come into people's lives, a lot of y'all bring a lot of emotional depth. A lot of times y'all can teach. Well, if you Cancer crabs have your mind and your heart correct, you can teach people how to understand people mentally and emotionally. Yeah. So as a result of doing that, how to be able to understand others, how to get through to others in a way where other people can't. That in on itself is a whole skill. That's a skill. Money, right? A lot of y'all are great business people. Y'all are, trust me, I know plenty of you Cancer crabs. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is about y'all in fame and blown up. Like, for instance, the casual geographic, he's a Cancer. Elon Musk, Mike Tyson, Rose Namajunas, Conor McGregor. I could go on and on and on and on and on. Bill Cosby. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on. Tariq Nasheed. I on and 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 on. Israel Adesanya. That's 8 different people I just named off the top of my, you know what I'm saying? So the things that the Two of Cups represent, when you enter into someone's life, you should know that they're getting a blessing. You should be a blessing. You should immediately enter into someone's life when you're getting to, even when as early as you getting to know them, and provide value. And if the other person wants to act like they're downplaying it, then you just stay away from them. The Nine of Wands and the Devil right here represents how a lot of you Cancers, this is setting you free because you were caged spiritually, where you were limited by your own thoughts and, you know what I'm saying, like your own sense of value, thinking that no matter what it is that you did, it just seemed like other people wouldn't actually give you the benefit of the doubt whatsoever. They wouldn't actually take you seriously. And the truth of the matter is that a lot more people take you seriously. It's just that they're not ready for a real relationship like that. They're not ready for it. So let's clarify the Nine of Wands. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Swords, Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords. The Five of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. You Cancer crabs will bring value in the past, and someone will, and others will immediately act like you know what I'm saying, you're not good enough. And that's fine. That's part of the process as well, Cancer. That's fine. If they act crazy, it is what it is. You just don't have to be a part of it yourselves. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Swords right here is about how you just continue to do you. The Queen of Wands is about a person who continues to be themselves regardless of the shame or the humiliation that other people try to put you through, because it's not even real. They want you to live like them. And that's one of the things that you have to learn to get over. This is why it is that I say that at the end of the day, you got to get over the moralism, because especially if you know that what you got going on is decent and it's actually contributing, but other people can't see it, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna make fun of you. Especially if you're not hurting anybody else, they're gonna laugh at you. That's something I could show and prove that. I could show and prove that. As a matter of fact, and for any one of you who want to see that, want to see the proof to that, remind me in the comment section below to actually show y'all the video that shows and proves what it is I'm talking about. That when you doing things differently, a lot of times people are going to go ahead and shame you and stuff like this. So you Cancer crabs are really on the right track for yourselves, because right now this is about your own personal discovery and how you Cancer crabs are really harboring yourselves. You're saving yourself from the damage that the world has to offer and the nonsensical behavior, and you're really just regenerating yourselves, recuperating yourselves, taking care of yourselves, making sure that you Cancer crabs are good in your own unique way, where you're not blending too many of your energies with anybody else. You're just staying by yourself and doing the things that you love.